Ladies and gentlemen, JP Alexander for the Rabid Dogs Unleashed. Today is Wednesday, February 16th, 17th, 2021. Actually, the 17th, 2021. Today I'm going to talk about an artist I really have never liked, but I'm going to talk about not really his art, but accusations recently made about him, talking about Marilyn Manson. He's been accused of sexual abuse, I guess, towards one of his ex-girlfriends in Evan Rachel Wood or Rachel Evan Wood. Evan Rachel Wood. Let me just look up her name. Evan Rachel Wood, Rachel Evan Wood. What is it? It's Evan Rachel Wood. Okay. I've seen her in a few films through the years. Haven't seen much of her lately. This is the first time I've heard from her in quite a while. Anyway, she dated Marilyn Manson when she was 18, an adult, young adult, but an adult. So let's not talk about her age. That's irrelevant. She was 18. She started a relationship with Marilyn Manson. That's an adult starting a relationship with another adult. So her age has nothing to do with it. Okay. Okay. Anyway, she had a relationship with Marilyn Manson for a couple of years. She announced it in 2007 when she would have been about 30, I guess, maybe 31. I mean, no, she's 33 now. She would have been 20 then, 21, something around that time. And she probably was dating him since she was 18. She said, so that must have been 2005, I guess, 2006, something like that. And she came out in 2007, said she was dating him, and they broke up. They got engaged 2010, and they broke up a few months after the relationship, and the engagement, and they never got married. And she went and married somebody else, and you know, dated other people, whatever. So yeah, she had a slight, and he wrote a song about her, whatever. So we didn't hear about anything. I knew she was dating him way back then. And I was like, when I heard about her, I'm like, what's this good-looking woman doing with this freak? Because, like I said, I never liked Marilyn Manson himself as a person. His music, I never cared for, even though some of his songs were okay, but they were pretty much, he covered a lot of other people's songs, so I don't think he had much talent of his own. He just took some other people's songs written by other more talented people, and he put his spin on it, which some actually worked out pretty good, but, I was never a fan of his, and I thought his whole shtick about, the Satan. I think it was all, just for show. But then he did look like a weird guy. Okay, so I gotta, say to Evan Rachel Wood, why would you go out with a guy like that? You know what he was. Yeah, and you dated him for, you probably dated him for like 5 years. So I could guess that some of that shit was fucked up. Yeah, but he's saying she's accusing him of sexual abuse now, 10 years after the fact, 11 years after the fact, whatever it is. And he's saying everything that happened has been consensual. Do I think they did fucked up shit? Yeah, I believe anybody who dated him probably was involved in. I don't think you date him thinking you're gonna have nice vanilla missionary position sex. I think or you pretty much guess that it's gonna be some fucked up shit when you get involved with him. But he hasn't had his. He has had his share of girlfriends. I don't think he's had his share of girls. I'm sure some girls are not into that shit. Of course, there's some girls not into that, and they don't probably go out with him and go to his shows. But there are women who probably like that kind of stuff. I don't know. Adults can do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, you see stuff on the internet all the time that's way more fucked up than probably what he does in his private life. And it's between adults, it's consensual, it's okay. What I'm getting at is, do I believe Evan Rachel Wood? I don't know what happened between him and her. I think it's a little weird that she's coming out with it now, years and years and years after it happened. Now that her her career has hit rock bottom. Her career has, you know, not been anything for a couple of years now, and she's coming out, when her career's in the toilet and saying shit. I mean, there's a statute of limitations on these crimes, probably. I mean, not that there should be. I'm just saying there is, and there should be also a statute of limitation on allegations. I would love to see somebody come out right now and say, "Hey, 2 days ago, so and so raped me. 2 days ago, so and so sexually abused me." I would like to hear that. I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing 14 years ago, so and so put his hands on me in some fucked up way. Okay, that's fucked up. I'm not saying it's good. It's not good. But these allegations have to be vetted. We just can't believe them at face value. But we are. I mean, his record company dumped him. He was on some show. They dumped him. They drew him off the show. And the record company says we're not going to release his new record. You got to have due process. You can't just, you're fucking up somebody's livelihood, someone's life, what they do, So now, if she wanted to fuck up his life, if let's say he broke up with her back then because he dumped her for somebody else, maybe somebody younger, I don't know. Maybe somebody more attractive. I don't know this shit. And she could have said, "Fuck it, I'm pissed off at him." Another, her career has taken, but she said, "But fuck it, my career's doing pretty good." Now her career's in the dumps, and she looks at him, and he's on a show, and he's listening to love, and she's fuck up this shit. I'm gonna say something to fuck up his life. She's probably patting herself on the back right now, saying, "Good, I fucked him. I fucked him over. Fuck you." I'm not saying that happened. Okay, I'm not going after the victim either. But do we know this is true? No, we have no idea. It's he said, she said. It would be a lot more easier to follow this if it was done right after. It was like in 2010, she said, she broke up with him and said, he was a fucked up boyfriend. He did this, he was into this fucked up shit. He did, he had me go into some. Now, do I believe him and her did some kinky shit? Yeah, I believe they did some fucked up shit. Some fucked up shit she probably regrets and says, I wish I didn't do that shit. Hey, I fucked women. I woke up the next day hungover going, what the hell did I do? Fucking shit. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I woke up going, oh man, hope she fucking leaves. Hope she gets, man. If I was in her house, I could have just left. We're in my apartment. I'm like, I fucked up. Oh, get up and look at me and just leave. This is the one time I wish there have been times that women woke up and I was happy. I had slept with her and she wasn't. And I could just tell she woke up like, shit, I hope he goes home soon. I hope this girl is like that. I hope she wakes up and goes, what did I, and yeah, that's happened sometimes. Women woke up and said, shit, I can't believe I slept with this guy. And she then got the hell out of there fast. And I was like, thank God, I can't believe I slept with her. These things happen. These things happen to many of us. Many adults it's happened to. Probably. Yeah, maybe a lot of adults my age have been through the same thing going out. But are any of those things something we could talk about? I try not to get involved in people's sex lives. I try, not to really, if I hear about it, work or something, yeah, okay, but I don't want to hear about it in the news. I don't want people like, I read Yahoo News all the time, and I get some shit that is like, I don't need to know this. I don't need to know this. I don't need to see somebody naked with a boyfriend walking around. So I don't need to see that shit. Great, fantastic. If I want that stuff, I'll watch porn. Believe me, there's enough porn on this thing. On this thing I'm on right now, there's enough porn I could bring up right now that I don't need to watch Holly Berry walking around naked with a boyfriend. Unless you're gonna do some porn, maybe I'll watch that. I don't even know. I don't even know how good she would be at porn. I don't know. She's a little older than that. I don't know. What? Do I like old person porn? I don't know. Like she's around my age, I guess. I know I don't want to see me naked. I don't want anybody to say, like, that's what I'm always, people who film themselves having sex, I never understood that. I'm like, I wouldn't want anybody, I wouldn't want to put a film of me a porno of me on the world, I don't think I'd want to watch that. Shit. Maybe when I was 19 or 20, maybe if somebody said, hey, you want to get into porn? And I had no better job at the time, maybe I would have gotten to, I'll make a film, I'll see, maybe it's fun. I don't know, but I don't want to, I never thought about filming myself having sex because I never thought, I don't want to put that upon the world. But getting back to the original, thread, which is now, I'm on a different piece of rope right about now. But the original thread was, Evan Rachel Wood saying that Marilyn Manson sexually abused her. I think there was some fucked up shit going on. Yeah, I believe he talked her into some fucked up shit she might not have wanted to do. She might have been, I can't do what, I don't want to be involved in that shit. But maybe she agreed to do it because they were dating at the time they were engaged. I don't know, but do I think it was rape? No. Do I think it was sexual abuse? I mean, you could bring up a lot of shit, as sexual abuse if you want. I mean, geez. But I try not to put that, put too much into people's personal lives unless there was a crime committed. Is she accusing him of a crime? Are they going to investigate this crime? Not after so many years, so maybe it was just said to get him canceled, which is, it's working. It's working great, so it makes me think, we're living in an age where, we're in a fucked up age. I mean, Brett Kavanaugh was picked by Trump to be Supreme Court, and he's a Republican, a conservative. The liberals didn't want him, of course not, and they went after him because, well, he's a guy. So they got somebody. She came out of the woodwork and said, "Hey, he did something to me back in 1982." But Kavanaugh was a few months older than me. 1982, it's like saying J.P. Alexander, jumped on me on a bed back in 1982. What? So basically, we're not talking about his record or what he, believes in, or his record on abortion, or his stance. And no, we're actually having on the television daily people grilling him about, what happened back in 1982, what happened in high school, what happened in college. Did he drink? Well, duh, he went to college, probably did drink. And then people who are asking these questions are acting like they never went to college and they never drank. Like, and he says, we're playing a quarters game, and they go, I don't know. Really? You don't know what quarters is? You went to college and you don't know what quarters is? Come on. You're lying. And, what happened in 1982 when he was in high school, I mean, I don't, not that I'm saying he has the right to do no, but do I believe her? No, I actually don't believe it, no. I didn't believe her back then. I don't believe her now because she came out of woodwork and said he not raped her, not penetrating her with his fingers or anything, just falling on top of her on the bed back in 1982. They were at a party, and these boys forced her into this room, and then he fell on top of her on the bed, and she then ran away, got off the bed, ran across the hallway into the bathroom, and was crying. And then she ran out of the house. Whose house was it? She doesn't remember. How did she get to the house at 15 years old? She doesn't remember. Who drove her home? She doesn't remember. Anybody who was at the party? They don't remember. But still, we drilled them for days about this. Like, that's all you can do. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. That's why I was kind of happy that the person after him was a woman who Trump picked to be in the Supreme Court, because they're not going to drill a woman like that. They're not going to bring up accusations like that against a woman now. So they have to bring up other accusations like, you don't believe in abortion. A lot of people don't believe in abortion. A lot of people think it's fucked up. I don't know. Is that a bad thing? If you don't believe in abortion? I guess so. I don't know. I'm sitting here getting way off the original thread here, but what my point here is that you could fuck up someone's life pretty easily just by bringing up an accusation that may or may not have happened. You could bring an accusation that didn't happen, that you know didn't happen, that's complete falsehood, a fabrication. You could bring up something about a man who you don't even know. You never met him. You've never seen him in your life. You've never been to a party he's at. And you could just say, I was at a party that he was at, and he could say, I don't know what you're talking about. And you could make up something out of the blue. And he could be like, I don't, oh, that happened. That happened. And then, the guy could be ostracized. The guy could lose his livelihood because of this. We shouldn't yield somebody that power. Now, why would somebody lie? Oh, fucking a lot of reasons why they would lie. They don't like this person. This person dumped them years ago. This person wouldn't give them the time of day years ago. They always thought this person was an arrogant prick. This person doesn't believe in abortion, wants to ban abortion. That could be a reason right there. How dare this guy want to, ban abortion? I'm going to stand up for all the millions of women who want to get abortions. I'm going to stand, you could be a hero by bringing him down. Wow, you can get a lot of money. You can get some money on the side. Somebody could be saying to you, hey, you do this, we'll give you some power in this organization. Women, why do people do things? Why would women lie about that? A lot of fucking reasons women would lie. A lot of reasons why anybody would lie about anything. So when I hear something like, you gotta believe women no matter what, who would fucking say something is moronic? That is the fucking dumbest statement I've ever heard in my life. You gotta believe. So when it comes to that, women are just to be believed beyond all reasonable doubt. That's just fucking. Women are human beings. Human beings lie daily. Not every human being lies daily, but human beings lie constantly. So why should you believe somebody saying anything? There's been nobody who's lied about that ever. In the history of sexual abuse allegations, no one has ever lied. So, they're not going to start now. It'd be good if we had, something better than a lie detector. Truths. Let me see. It's good to inject someone's veins of truth serum and just then say, hey, did Brett Kavanaugh really lie on top of you at this party? And, maybe she'd say something like, I never met him. He just told me to say I met him. Again, am I putting her down? I personally don't believe her, but who the fuck am I? Don't cancel me. I have nothing to cancel. What are you going to cancel me? You probably could. Yeah, I could be canceled from making videos and put my videos on YouTube. But I don't know what Evan Rachel what happened to her with Marilyn Manson. I just think you should give him due process. You should look deeper into it before we go fuck the guy's livelihood up, which it looks like they already have. So it looks like what I'm saying right here is falling on deaf ears, I might not like the guy. I might not care for his music too much. I might think he's a fucking scumbag. He's just some weird fucked up shit. But I also believe he has the right to be into his weird shit. And if people want to go do weird shit with him, he wants to make an S&M video, and there's girls he's whipping and they're into it. Go for it. Fantastic, I'm all for it. Adults should be able to do what they want to do behind closed doors. I don't want to hear about it. I don't have to know about it. Do I think it's fucked up? Yeah, I don't do that shit, I'm more the fucking, when you look at me and look at Marilyn Manson, I think it's pretty obvious he's into some more fucked up shit than I am, And on that note, Evan Rachel Wood at the time, though, was like, I'm going to be a rebel. Maybe. I think at the time she was into that shit a little more. Hey, I'm going to date him because I'm a rebel. I want to be the bad girl, And now she doesn't want, she's 33. She doesn't want to be the bad girl anymore. You want to be the good girl now. You want to be the girl daughter for parts. You want to be, playing, a wife in a film. You want to be playing, a heroine. You want to be playing, the hero. You want to be playing Marvel films or whatever she wants to be in. She doesn't want to be thought of as this, a bad girl who dated that fucked up guy, Marilyn Manson, way back when. And that's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, this is JP Alexander for the Rabid Dogs Unleashed. Until the next time, ciao.